And we're live. Hello, guys. Good evening from New York. It's Kuya Sok once again on this episode of my live chat with another guest. And tonight is another enlightening night with you guys as my guest is going to share her story in the world online business. She's also a retiree like myself, and she's from Alberta, Canada. She's a Filipino retired lab scientist. She's a wife, a mom, and a grandma. And she's here with me tonight to enlighten us about this online business based on her own journey in this world of online business. So please welcome to my live chat, Mavic Hansen. Hi, Mavic. How are you? Good evening. Kumusta?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm great. Thank you.
Okay, Mavic, thank you so much for granting my request to join me tonight sa aking live chat. Tonight, we're going to highlight your journey, your story in this world of online business. So I'm sure that your story or journey will enlighten and inspire our audience that are with us tonight. So let's get the ball rolling. Tell us your story, Mavic.
Okay, just like what you have said in your introduction, I used to work for the government of Alberta for 20 years. I took
Mhm.
an early retirement at the age of 55. And before I started this digital business, actually, I was in the lowest season of my life.
Mhm.
When I took the early retirement, sobrang excited ako kasi
Mhm.
I thought this was finally my season to slow down and enjoy life. Ang
Mhm.
vision ko talaga noon right after my retirement was to travel more, spend quality time with my husband and family, at gawin ko yung mga bagay na matagal ko nang gustong gawin. But
Mhm.
life had a different plan. Like just about 6 months after my retirement, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So
Mhm.
instead na travel itineraries ang ginagawa ko, napalitan ito ng mga medical appointments, treatments, and recovery. And honestly, it wasn't the retirement I had imagined. Pero looking back now, I can honestly say that what felt like a setback at that time became one of the biggest blessings in disguise in my
Mhm.
life. Because during my recovery, I was introduced to this online business. And
Mhm.
at first, I was just looking for something positive to focus on,
Mhm.
something productive habang nagpapagaling ako. But little did I know that it would be open doors to new opportunities, personal
Mhm.
growth, and connections with amazing people from different
Mhm.
backgrounds globally, just like you. You're in the US and I'm in
Mhm.
Canada. So, but what surprised me the most was realizing that retirement wasn't the end of my growth. Akala ko tapos na yung season ng learning and building, but God has showed me that there was still so much ahead of me. So that experience had taught me life doesn't always go to according plans, but sometimes the detours lead us to something even better than we originally imagined. So today I am grateful for that opportunity that I found because and also the lesson that I learned, because the challenges had become stepping stones, and it is never too late to start a new chapter.
Mhm.
And in fact, my first year of retirement had given me the opportunity to see more of the world, instead of taught me something even more, it even yeah something more valuable, kasi no matter what challenges come to our way, there's always hope, there's always a new beginning, and there's always something to look forward to. So yeah, I am so thankful for that first journey of my retirement, because I
Mhm.
have found this amazing business we have that had that offered the flexibility, the portability, and the automations that I love in this business.
Mhm. Okay. First of all, Navik, thank you so much for sharing, especially the sensitive part of your personal life. And you see, guys, to those who are with us tonight, Mavic found strength uh, from her medical condition at some point of her life through this online business, because it was during her recovery period that she was able to uh, that she was introduced to the business, right, Mavic? If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken,
Yes.
okay. And then you found the courage to do the business, and at the same time also, I would like to say that nabigay ito sa'yo ng positive distraction to be doing something, right? Besides, of course, you have to attend to your personal needs at the point when you
Mhm,
also have to
mhm.
be recovering from your condition. And then,
Yes.
long story short, you've been thriving ever since with this online business.
Mhm.
Okay. And I really see a strong person in you for being able to share that part of your life. It's not easy. Okay. So, and I would like to say also nga, ang online business na ito ay nag-help sa iyo to be able to do that for yourself. All right. So thank you so
Yes.
much. I appreciate it for sharing that sensitive part of your personal life. So, how has life been with you, being a retiree and an online business owner at the same time?
You know what? It has been truly a blessing because,
Mm-hmm,
as we all know, we really take a lot of time of preparation to be on this season of life, being
mm-hmm,
retired, right? And as we all know, we are looking forward to do that what we
mm-hmm,
love to do that inspires us to do. But that for me, when I came across this digital business, I wasn't really planning to be an online business owner, but
mm-hmm,
it came as a surprise and as a blessing.
mm-hmm,
And I took the leap of faith. It's because there are three things that I've mentioned that really attracted to me to do this.
mm-hmm,
The flexibility, the portability, the automation system, and
mm-hmm,
on top of that, I I've never imagined that I will be meeting a lot of different people from different walks of life around the world that really inspire me because we all have the common ground.
mm-hmm,
Doing this business, we have our why. My number one why was my family because I would like to give them,
mm-hmm,
more stability and spend more time with them, especially with my grandkids. That I would like to give them more memories, great memories to remember me, right?
mm-hmm,
And of course, with this business, because of the compensation plan that I
mm-hmm,
also love in it, so that's why I'm doing this.
mm-hmm,
I'm truly blessed that I found it, and I I'm so grateful because it really fits my lifestyle as a
mm-hmm.
retiree,
Yes.
because I don't have to wake up in a with the alarm. Like, I could work in my business any time of the day, any day of the
Mm-hmm,
week, without really giving me a structured schedule.
mm-hmm,
And what I love about these two is that, because our lifestyle, we love, my husband and I loves to travel, and as long as I have my cell phone with me, I can do it anywhere we go, right?
that's
So I
right.
am not missing any points, any important messages, or any important inquiries about my business. Like, it travels with me wherever we go. So retirement and the business, it's all in one. It's a perfect combination for me, and I really love the freedom that it's giving me, the freedom of choice, to work anytime,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, anywhere I go. So yeah, it's working very well for me. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Mavic. So life has been so great, and you've been learning a lot of things and growing from the things that you've learned from the business, right? And it must have helped also with going forward as you live each day being a retiree yourself. And in regard to the business itself, it fits your lifestyle, right? Kasi ang
True.
online
So true.
That's
Yes.
correct. Because ang online business na ito is, kasi doable kasi ito because you can do it at your own pace,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a flexible time of when you are going to do something for your online business. Just like what Mavic said a while ago, she and her husband loves to travel, and she can take it with her wherever she goes, for as long as she just have
Exactly.
her cell phone and a good connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes,
yun
true.
ang kailangan natin. All right? Of course, when you're at home, you can switch from your cell phone to your laptop. But then
Your
again,
laptop.
if you're outside of your house, your home, you're traveling, and then even if you only have your cell phone with you, for as long as you have your connection, you can do something for your online business. All right?
So that's
So
right.
that's correct. Right. Thank you so much, Maggie, for sharing that part of your journey as a retiree and an online business owner yourself. So, my last question before we move on to our highlight question for tonight, pareho tayong retirees. So, sa
Mm-hmm.
mga retirees na nanood sa atin ngayon, is it too late to dream again by doing this online business? Sa mga retirees na katulad natin.
My answer to that is not at all. It's
Mhm,
never too late to start a new chapter in your life,
mhm,
especially sa atin as a retiree.
mhm.
Number one, we all have the time, right?
Correct.
So
Mhm,
you could really fit your this business into your schedule. Just
mhm.
like what I said before, we all have our own different lifestyle. So
Correct.
you are not really tied up, at a certain time to do your business. You do
Mhm,
it according to your lifestyle, according to your schedule, your daily life.
mhm,
And being as a retiree, I had mentioned to before, because we have experience in a real life, like we
mhm,
have the discipline, right? And we all have patience. We all
mhm,
have that discipline, and also eager to learn, and we are not distracted by any means, not like when we were at our younger age, right? And that's
mhm,
how I find it more, to me it's more kind of peaceful and fun to do this business, because
mhm,
I really set up my schedule, and I have a calendar and also persistence to do this. And
mhm,
what I love about this business, because we have this amazing system that is already
mhm.
ready, step by step, video based training. And aside from the video based training, we also have our personal mentor and a personal coach to guide you every
That's
step
correct.
of the way.
Mhm,
And not to mention also that we have a global community that give you that support. And
mhm,
just like we have this, like every weekend a mastermind to grow and to learn, so that we could
mhm.
reach our goals in this business. So being a retiree, I would say you even have the advantage of it,
Yeah.
just like what I said, because we are more experienced about life, about learning, and
Correct.
about our
Exactly.
discipline. So if you
Mhm.
really want to do this, it's all about mindset, I would say.
Correct. Mhm. So, being retirees, we have the freedom of time. Okay.
Hmm.
So, if you're looking for something like a new purpose in life, this is the smart way to do it. Okay. You're learning and you're growing from what you're learning from uh, the things that you're learning from the business. You also have the opportunity to earn extra income, right, at the
Hmm.
same time. And it's doable, all right? It's stress free because you don't have to be like, what do you call this, in a hurry all the time because
Hmm.
you don't need to clock in or clock out. You can do it anytime you want during the day, right? And you don't need to be glued to your cell phone or your laptop 24 hours because we have an automated system which does 90% of the work. Okay. So you can just spend like maybe an hour or two or even 30 minutes every day for your business. Okay. And if you're not tech savvy, you don't have to worry about that because we have free access to online training. We have live sessions every week, and you're also going to be assigned to a mentor and a coach who will be guiding you every step of the way.
That's
Okay,
correct.
exactly. Thank you so much, Maggie, Mavic. So let's get into our highlight question for tonight, which is very relevant in relation to our online business.
Mhm.
So I'm going to flash the question on the screen, Mavic.
Okay.
All right. So would you like to read it and go ahead with your take on that?
The question is, many employees are starting to shift to online business. What
Mm-hmm.
is your take on this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question, right? Okay, so I think we're seeing a shift because people are looking more flexibility,
Mm-hmm.
additional income streams, and greater control over their time. The cost of living has increased, and many employees are realizing that relying on a single source of income may not be enough for their long-term
Mm-hmm.
goals. And at the same time, I don't believe everyone needs to quit their job and start a business immediately because
Mm-hmm.
many people begin by learning new skills and building an online business part-time while maintaining their employment, and that's how many successful entrepreneurs start actually, and I've
Mm-hmm.
seen that to our business fellow business owners in the community too. For me, exploring online business opened doors to personal growth, learning digital skills,
Mm-hmm.
meeting people from different parts of the world, and creating opportunities that weren't available through the traditional employment alone. I
Mm-hmm.
believe the future is not necessarily choosing one or the other, but it's about having options. So this online business can be a way to diversify your income, develop new skills, and create more flexibility for yourself and for your family. So that's what my take on that one.
Right. Thank you so much. That was a lot. Okay. So you see, guys. So you heard it from Mavic in regard to uh, her own take on uh, one of the realities, okay, and that's happening nowadays in relation to online business and those busy professionals or busy employees. A lot of them have started to become online business owners themselves while still working with their current job. I started this online business before I retired, okay, and a lot of us did that, okay, and for most of us, we retired earlier than expected. Okay, my
Mm-hmm.
coach herself retired because of this online business at a very young age of 41, right, from her stable teaching job because of this
That's
online
amazing.
business. Yeah, and then she was only like 3 years in the business, and she decided after 20 years of being a teacher herself to retire from it because of
Mm-hmm.
her success in this online business, because she wanted to uh, focus on the business so that at the same time she can have quality time with her family, and of course continue to help her family back in the Philippines, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of us in this online community, I can talk about, I can speak for the Filipino online business owners who are in this online business doing the same thing, all
Yeah.
right? So another thing also is, and I think a lot of people have been aware about this, that jobs nowadays have been unpredictable. Okay.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, I
Yes.
see. So it's coming from another retirer herself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I think we are also aware. I like to say that most of us are aware that one airline, we're not going to say the name, all right, and it was a new. Have you heard of that also, Mavic? An
No,
airline.
no,
Yeah.
no.
So like an
We can
airline.
name it though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can say the name after we're done with the live
Mm-hmm.
chat. So it's not. I'm not sure if it's like a major airline, but like I think a month ago, like it's it's closed already. Okay, after more than 45 years of service. Okay, so for that uh, long time, it must have given stability to a lot of families. But all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it closed,
Yeah.
and 17,000 more or less employees um, got jobless,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it closed. So that is one reality, that jobs. are unpredictable. They could close down because of some reasons. Some people are would be let go because of some budget cuts,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is why a lot of employees, not necessarily being mindful about it, okay, but maybe because burnt out, okay, like even
Mm-hmm.
if they're doing overtime over and over again, uh, coming home tired, not being able to spend quality time with their loved ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they get the opportunity to, like, at least do something for themselves and their family, when they got introduced to this online business, even if they're not have the clear mind about this whole thing, they try to take action and
Mm-hmm.
have the open mind to learn about it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
right? At least for an extra income for the start. Okay, as most of us did when we started, right? But a lot of us have been very successful, right? Especially those who have been in the business for quite some time now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they, as I've said, they retired early. Some of them quit their first, second jobs, right? Although they may still have one job left, but still, you see, two jobs were let go, okay,
Yeah.
because of this online business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and another thing also is this online business. If you have a family, you can create a generational wealth that you can pass on
Yes.
into um, any of your family members. When
Mm-hmm.
the time would come na parang, I think I had enough already of the business. Maybe I just have to enjoy the benefits by handing it over into one of my kids or
Mm-hmm.
any of your family members. And the
Yeah.
good thing also is when you hand it over to one of your children or any of your family members, kung ano man ang estado ng inyong online business at the time, that's the way your member will have to take the business with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That's
So,
amazing, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. That makes it amazing. Okay? So, ganun ka amazing ang online business na ito kasi let's say for example, if ako isa kong teacher, right? Or any like any of the children of Mavic. Mavic is a lab scientist, right? Then let's say, for example, she encouraged one of her kids or children to do a science-related course, right? And then would do the same job as she had. That child of her will have to start from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the
Mm-hmm.
starting salary, not
Yes.
necessarily starting with a salary that uh, Mavic retired from that same job. Okay? But in this online business, kung paano man yung estado ng inyong online business when you hand it over into one of your children or any of your family members, that's how they're going to take it and continue the business. Okay? So that's what makes it amazing. Okay?
Yes, and
But,
so excited about this. I'm so looking forward
yes.
to it. So that's why I'm really working on to this business, because that's
Mhm.
the other why I'm doing it, because I could pass it on to not only to my kids but also to my grandchildren, right?
So,
So it
mhm.
goes to the generation. So yes, yes, that is something to look forward to in this online business.
Mhm. Yeah, especially in your case, you have children, you have grandchildren, so you have the option of who uh, to hand over your business when the time would come na parang, I think kailangan ko nang really be relaxing na, right?
Mhm.
Enjoy the
Tama.
benefits with my business being taken over by one of my children.
Yes,
Ano ba
yes,
yun?
that's
Right? Of course.
that would be
Mhm.
awesome. Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course. Mhm. Another thing also is since this is federally tax registered, okay? Sa amin dito sa US, it's we are being issued a 1099
Mhm.
income tax form at the end of the fiscal year. So we pay our taxes, and for whatever expenses we have for our online business, we can claim it for tax write-off. The same thing
Mhm.
with you guys in Canada.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, may I ask what form you're being issued there in Canada?
We have, at the end of the year, we have a
Yeah.
T4
Okay.
that
Yeah.
we have
T4.
to
Yeah.
submit it to our accountant, because
Mhm.
any compensation income that we receive
Mhm.
from the business, that's a part of your income to report to your accountant every year. And you also mentioned about the expenses and even
Yes.
our training. Actually, when we go to convention, that is
Yeah.
also a tax deductible.
Correct.
So there's a lot of benefits doing this online business that you
Correct.
could,
Mhm.
really use it for a tax deduction.
Exactly right. So my point of saying that is to tell our audience that this is legit. It is legitimate because
Mhm.
we are federally registered. We pay our taxes. That is why I get a 1099 at the end of the fiscal year. Mavic
Mhm.
will get a T4. Am I right, Mavic?
Yes, that's
Over there
correct.
in Canada, that we use to file for our income tax at the end of each fiscal year, right?
Yes.
And then tax write-off for all the expenses since we're doing business,
Mhm.
right? So that's another amazing stuff that we possibly enjoy through this online business. All right, Mavic, thank you so much for enlightening our audience and for sharing your thoughts about the topic that we discussed tonight about our online
Mhm.
business. I'm sure our audience has been um, inspired by your own story and the points that you shared about the topic that we discussed tonight in this live chat. So, for our parting words, what would you
Mhm.
like to say to our audience?
To our audience, I would like to, especially for our mga
Mhm.
kababayan na parang pareho natin na
Mhm.
magre-retire or nearing the retirement.
Correct.
If they are curious about exploring about these online opportunities, my advice
Mhm.
is just simple. Be curious, be
Mhm.
open-minded, and don't let age stop you from learning something new.
Correct.
Kasi
Mhm.
marami sa atin, 'di ba, nagaling tayo ng Pilipinas, marami sa atin ang lumaki na ang mindset ay mag-aral, magtrabaho, mag-retire at
Mhm.
pagkatapos ay mag-relax. But
Mhm.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But
Correct. Mhm.
retirement today looks very different from what it did years ago.
Mhm.
We now live in a digital world where people can learn new skills,
Mhm.
connect with others globally, and even create additional income streams
Mhm.
right from home. So, kung curious kayo tungkol sa online opportunities na ito, don't immediately say, hindi para sa akin yan,
Mhm.
or matanda na ako para dyan. Instead, take time to explore and learn.
Correct.
As for myself, I've never imagined that I would be building this online business after retirement. But
Mhm.
what I realized was that, many of the skills, just like what I've mentioned to you, Brother Noy,
Mhm.
many of the skills I developed during my career, like, the discipline, consistency,
Mhm.
willingness to learn, and problem solving are still valuable today.
Mhm.
So, and most importantly, don't be afraid to start as a beginner kasi lahat naman tayo magsisimula na walang alam dito sa business
Correct.
na ito. But
Mhm.
but you know, for us as a mga retiree, retirement is not the end of our growth. It could be the beginning of new
Mhm.
chapter filled with purpose, travel, flexibility, and new possibilities. And who knows, this
Mhm.
opportunity that we're talking about, or you're curious about, it might be the opportunity that change your life tomorrow. So
Mhm.
I would say, don't be afraid to check it out. Reach each one of us, and we are here to help you every step of the way.
All right. Thank you, Mavic. So, how can they reach you?
Well, I have a website, www.mvhansen.com. Simply register your name and your email address, and you will be directed to watch a complimentary
Mhm.
webinar. after watching the webinar. If they have a questions, please don't hesitate to message me because I am here to help you every step of the way.
Okay, thank you, Mavic. So
Thank
there you go,
you.
guys. So Mavic said everything. A lot of things that I hope will get rid of your fear to at least learn
Mhm.
about the business. Okay,
Mhm.
so hindi natin ika-bahala if you're not tech savvy or wala tayong experience because this online business is built on a model intended for beginners. Okay,
Yes.
it's like exactly. So just like what we said a while ago, there's going to be free access to online training, and the training starts from the most basic. You will be assigned a mentor and a coach will be guide you every step of the way. All right.
Mhm.
So you don't have to be worried about being not having the experience doing business or not tech savvy because that will be addressed even if you're not clear about this whole thing when you're first introduced to this, even if parang may doubt pa kayo, just try
Mhm.
to learn the business. It's for free. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
So all you need to do is to share your email address and you will have access to the free webinar. The free webinar will give you enough information for you to
Mhm.
have a gauge whether this is for you or not. Okay? And
Mhm.
if you decide maybe at that point at that moment you still want to have more time to think about it, it's okay because we're not going to force you to join right away. It boils down into your own decision. All right,
Mhm.
so learn the business, don't be afraid even if you're not sure yet. Maybe watching the free webinar will give you some insights about whether to move on to the next step or not, or to be decided right away to join the business. Okay, because it's for free. So if you are an employee and nasa puto na kayo ng kanyang career na you're nearing retirement and you want to prepare your retirement by having some extra income, or ikaw ay isang retiree na and you're looking for a new purpose in your in your life as a retiree, this is a smart way to do it. Okay, you
Mhm.
can reach out to either one of us, either sa akin or kay Mavic. Sa akin naman, ang aking website is www.soclamuchadigital.com. Okay? So maraming salamat, Mavic, for joining me tonight. It
You're
was
very
really an
welcome.
enlightening, inspiring live chat with you, and I'm sure our audience has been enlightened and inspired by your own story tonight. So thank you guys for being with us tonight. So have a good evening. Good evening, Mavic. Don't take
Good
exit,
evening.
okay? Please.